Hi, everyone. Welcome to Reading for Smiles Story Time. I hope that you are having an amazing day and that you are ready for today's story time. Today, Ayanna and Ayo are visiting their grandfather. He believes in a different cultural belief and he also lives by a different calendar. So I want you to pay attention to the story to find out what that belief is and what calendar he lives by. And I know you're going to say, he can live by a different calendar? Yes, there are different calendars in the world today that people actually live off of, and some of them do merge. And so in this story, we get to learn about their grandfather and the one that he lives by. Enjoy the story.
A new year in September. Ayanna and Ayo bounced in the back seat of the car, their tummies rumbling with excitement. They were on their way to see their Grandpa Queasy, and they knew two things for sure. There would be a big, warm hug and the most delicious Jamaican food. Grandpa Queasy was the best kind of teacher. He knew everything, from the names of every star in the sky to the secret to growing the sweetest mangoes. He was like a walking, talking encyclopedia, and they couldn't wait to see what new thing he would teach them today. As the car pulled up, the air filled with the wonderful smell of spices and simmering stews. Grandpa Quasy's house was a burst of color, decorated with bright red, gold, and green flags and banners. A large flag with a golden lion hung proudly on the wall by the door. Grandpa Quasy was waiting for them on the porch, his long dreadlocks tucked neatly into a red, gold, and green hat. He had a smile as wide as the ocean. "My little lions," he boomed, pulling them into a big, warm hug that smelled like sunshine and spices. After they had their fill of hugs and a small plate of delicious plantains, Grandpa Quasy gathered them in the living room. "Today," he said, "I want to tell you about a very special calendar, the Ethiopian calendar. Did you know," he began, "that the Ethiopian calendar is about 7 or 8 years behind the one you use? And instead of 12 months, it has 13. Ayanna and Ayo's eyes grew wide. "13 months?" Ayo asked, his voice full of wonder. "That's right. 12 of those months have 30 days, and the last one, called Pagum, has just 5 or 6, and the new year, called Enkutatash, is celebrated in September. It's a time for dancing, singing, and fields of beautiful yellow daisies." He explained that the calendar was very old, with roots in ancient traditions. "Because of this," he said, "some of our holidays are on different days than in other parts of the world. It makes our celebrations extra special and unique." And, and here's a fun one, he whispered, as if sharing a secret. "In Ethiopia, the day starts at sunrise, not midnight, and we are one of the few countries in the world that still uses its own calendar, officially. And finally," he said, "the calendar is often decorated with bright symbols like crosses, stars, and the colors of the Ethiopian flag, green, yellow, and red." Just then, the doorbell rang. It was family and friends ready to celebrate. The house filled with laughter and music. Platters of delicious food were passed around, and the air was filled with the sounds of happy chatter and dancing feet. Ayanna and Ayo ate until their tummies were full and then joined in the dancing. As the night came to a close, everyone raised their glasses. "Happy New Year," they cheered, their voices ringing out with joy. Ayanna and Ayo hugged their grandpa, their hearts full, knowing that this was the best New Year they had ever celebrated.
Wow. Wasn't that a great story? I mean, I thought it was pretty awesome to learn that their new year was in September. So, I want you to do a smiles challenge. What is one family activity that you and your family do during New Year's? Also, I would like for you to draw a flag or a picture of you and your family celebrating your new year. And so for the flag, it could be something that is symbolic to your family. Maybe a crescent, maybe a pearl or an oyster, a cross. It can be anything that is important to you and your family. Don't forget, take a picture of your work and tag us at Reading for Smiles on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. See you in the next story.
Thanks for joining Storytime. Please like, share, and subscribe.